Hi, you've made it to another episode of our Lighthouse podcast. We truly appreciate you. Today, we want to give you 3 reasons why you would consider real estate as a career, and then also give you 3 reasons why most agents fail past the 3 and 5 year mark. Stay tuned. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Do us a favor before we even get started. Click the subscribe button for us. Click the like button. That's going to help YouTube understand that this is a quality content and it's going to help us reach even a bigger crowd. Danny, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we're excited to talk about real estate, which, we live and preach this industry on a daily basis, right? With our clients, with our friends, with people that we don't know.
Right.
So today's a good day for us to talk about the good and the bad.
Exactly.
So we're going to give you the honor to talk about the good. I'll talk about the bad.
Yeah, you be the bad guy. Bad cop, good cop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So 3 goods and then 3 bads. 3 good points about real estate, 3 bad points about real estate.
Sure.
Good?
Yeah, 100%. Let's dive right into it. And before I start, I actually want to start off with someone said this to me once, and I thought about this. I think about this a lot. Anything that you do in life, there's going to be headaches, right? Anything. Basically, when you do what you love, you just choose to have those headaches, right? These are the headaches that I'm choosing to have. Nothing is ever easy. So real estate is that for us. There's the good and there's the bad. We don't want to sit here and just talk about, oh, this is a great career and everything like that. It is, but there's a lot of headaches that comes with it, and we just want to put it out there today. So diving right into it, the good.
Number 1. Why is it good?
Flexibility. I think it's up there because there's always, especially like a guy like me, for example, I'm married, 2 kids. Sometimes I have to pick up my daughter, early dismissal, or be at a game or catch one of her dances. I am able to do that because I can kind of maneuver my scheduling around of the things that I need to do. That's big for a lot of agents out there, the flexibility. And I'm going to give that back to you in terms of, the good of the flexibility. That's, kind of like putting your schedule the way that you want it to be. But what's a bad thing that's connected to that?
So one bad thing connected to that is, yes, the flexibility is good, but I think in many different areas, you pay a price for that flexibility, right? So sometimes you carve out 2 hours to go watch your kids play a sport, but then you're also working those 2 hours later on, right, in the day. So the bad for a lot of people who may come from a steady W-2 or 9-to-5 income or stable income, real estate is 100% commission-based income. Like 99% of the agents are on a 100%. They're self-employed. They're 1099 contractors, which we all are, and it's 100% commission-based. So we actually have to go out there and generate all of our income, generate the business, talk to people, network, and then if we don't do that, if we wait for business to come to us, it's not going to happen. No. Tell me another good.
Yeah. So another good one that I want to talk about is unlimited income that you may, produce throughout your career, right? So there's not a ceiling for a real estate agent because there's so many doors that real estate will bring. You get access to a lot of properties that will come on the market. Now you get to know the people, and you might pick up one for yourself here and there at a great deal because now you understand the market, you understand what's a good price and what's not a good price. Also, you can create a team. Now you have other people working with you, which is our case. You put in a lot of hours with those people, but you also get compensated for that. Also, you can become a coach, and you can teach other people to do the good job that you do. So sky's the limit for someone who really wants to dive into this career, especially the ones who have more and more time, like now, the single ones out there. But so I think that's
So
one of the good things.
Let me ask you this, so we can cut to one point where not a lot of people talk about. If you have availability of 50 hours a week, can you make $100,000 a year doing real estate?
100%. Yes.
Can you make 200?
Yes.
Can you make 300?
Yes.
Do you know people who make 500 or more?
I do.
Okay, good. That's
Yeah.
all we wanted to know.
Yeah, I do. The sky's the limit, really. It's all about networking. It's all about the people who you connect with, and not only knowing those people, but the cultivating part of that relationship. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm meeting people, new people every day and everything like that, but they don't cultivate that. They don't stay in touch. And not only with the people that you know, but also the people who you sold properties to. Always stay on top of their mind. Always say, how can you generate value to that person today? Because whenever they think about real estate, they're gonna think about you. And it's genuine a good thing, because that's our livelihood. That's how we provide, the bread and butter to our households. So. One of the things is that once you understand that relationships is the key for and that goes to any business, really. It's not just real estate, because we're not salespeople. I am an educator. Sellers sell their homes. We're here to help sellers and buyers to make an educated decision with a real estate transaction.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So throw it at me another. I hate to say like bad. It's. You think bad is a good word?
Well, we it may not be the best choice of words, but we have to reveal. It can always be
the inconvenience.
Exactly.
The inconvenience.
It can always be butterflies. We don't want to sugarcoat anything, right? So we want to be able to reveal some of the headaches that we have in this industry, just so people don't come in here thinking they're going to make a boatload of money between the hours of 9 and 5, and then go home.
Gotcha.
And then do nothing else.
I wanted to take the bad to inconvenient, but now that you said that, let's take the bad to horrible.
Yeah. No, it's funny that you say that, because in a lot of the conversations that I have with friends or people who I don't know who are talking to me in trying to become real estate agents, I almost want to paint a bad picture. Because I don't want to sugarcoat and say, look, you can make $100,000 to $200,000 in this business by working 60 hours a week, and then they're gonna come and think that it's all gonna be, it's as easy as many other industries that you have out there, where you can make possibly more money. Right. So I want to paint almost a negative picture, just to see if they can get past this first hurdle. Like, it's almost like, how bad do you want to do real estate? And if I'm the first person who discourages you from doing it, are you going to quit, or are you going to try no matter what? And if you're the person who's going to try no matter what, you're probably going to succeed in this business, because we have a lot of that on a day-to-day, right?
Right.
You almost bring a transaction to the closing point, and then it falls through. Are you going to quit if it falls through?
Yeah.
Or are you just going to pick up and then, okay, no, never mind, we're going to go find another property for the buyer, or we're going to try to sell it again for the seller.
Right.
So one of the bads in this business is the inconsistent income, right? So you're a 1099 employee. You basically have to go out, hunt for business, close some deals, bring some money home, right? And then if you don't work to go make a business, make deals happen, then there's going to be no money. And then even when you're making enough money, even if you close out the year with whatever, 20, 30, 40 transactions, there may still be months where you have no closings. I remember last year, I was, 2 months, not a single closing. And then 1 month I had 9 closings. And then the following 2 months after that, I had no closings again. And then the next month I had 5 closings. And then all these properties add up to a good amount of properties being sold at the end of the year. But if you're not disciplined enough with your finances, you may get yourself in debt, in trouble, because you're not, because of that lack of discipline.
Yeah.
Right. So when I talk to people all the time, I say, look, every debt that you have at home, every card bill, every credit card bill, is a rope around your neck if you're a real estate agent. So your first job is pay for everything, right? Go make sure that you get rid of that car payment. Make sure that you don't get yourself into a lot of credit card debt, because if you, let's say you have a car payment, you have, mortgage payment, all the living expenses, and then you go 2 or 3 months without a commission check.
Yeah.
You may now have to go pay 20-30% interest rate on a credit card, and then just put a lot of stuff on that credit card because you have to survive for those 2 months or 3 months until you get your next commission check. Right. So it's inconsistent that way. But give me a good about it.
Yeah, just to really going back to a little bit what you said, I have a friend that wanted to be a realtor, but just the thought of going 2-3 months without getting a paycheck gave him anxiety. He's like, no, I can't do that. I can never do that. So it's not for everyone. No. Like the stats will say, like, what is it? Like 20%, it's a 80-20, right? 20% of realtors, 80% of the realtors will drop out before the fifth year.
Correct. 82% of agents will quit
82
within 5 years.
Yeah. And so the whole thing about blessed are those who wait is true then, right? Yeah. Talking about blessings. So last but not least is one of the things that I want to talk about today, why we chose real estate and why is a career that is fulfilling for us. It's meaningful for us because of this, because it impact lives. I remember Shaq was giving a interview one day, and he said that the day that he started investing in products that changed people's lives, that's when he started to prosper. And his, I get goosebumps to talk about this because it's so true. The reason why I choose to have these headaches that we have every day, like you said, sometimes you're working with a client 3-4 months and then comes through real close to the closing table, the deal falls through. Happens a lot, happens all the time. And it's easy to get caught up on stuff like that and be like, I don't think this is for me. But at the end of the day, the main reason is this impacts lives. How many people did we have come up to us crying and being like, wow, this transaction, this whole thing changed our lives. Now we have a home. Now we have a place where we can build memories. Now we have a place that we can raise our kids. And this is that gives us the fulfillment where you go 2-3 months without getting paid, because that's okay. At the end of the day, the payment should be whatever you're gonna pay. It has to be just an outcome of the good job that you did for that family.
Yeah. It's a byproduct. Yeah.
It's a byproduct. It's a byproduct. Yeah. It's just and everything else that comes with it, like the adversities and all of that, is just the bridge for what's in there, for what's on the other side for that person. Yeah. It really fulfills me to have found this journey. I love what I do. I thank God every day for putting me in this journey. I think there's a big calling in it for me, just to be the channel of tons of blessings that He blessed so many people through, me being a tool in their lives. Yeah. So just to wrap it up, that's one of the greatest things that caught my attention, that I found that this what I was meant to do, and it has a lot to do with my purpose. What you do has a lot to do with your purpose. My purpose is that to help other people with shelter. Yeah. So so to wrap it up, give me the after that good speech of impacting lives, give us that last one there.
All right. So the last one is, this career as a whole has no exit strategy, right? There's nothing that comes after real estate. It's not like you work 20, 30 years in real estate and you get a pension out of it, or you get somebody who recommended that you invested some money in a 401k or a SEP account or whatever the case is, right? There's no standard for investing for the future when it comes to real estate. So basically the only thing that we have is what we want to do ourselves, what we can do ourselves, right? So we're constantly recommended to all of the agents in our team and to all of the other agents that we know, prepare for your future. What's going to happen in 20 years from now, and we know that in order to have a good retirement, in order to have a successful life, it's not entirely about how much money you make, but how much money you put away for the future, right? And as a real estate agent, we have to be careful with that. There's not a lot of channels. There's not a good foundation for us to save money and to put money away here. It's all yourself. It's the stuff that you do, right? So certain companies will give you a better exit strategy. You work 20, 30 years, and then there's some residual income coming from that, like our own, shameless plug. But even if your company doesn't offer it, you can still have a good career, and you can still retire well from this career. What most agents will do is they'll invest in real estate themselves. So you work, make some money, go do something with that money. Go put that money in whatever mutual funds, stock market. Go buy real estate with that money. Buy some investment property. So when you say, you know what, I'm gonna hang the towel. I'm done. I'm retired. There's some passive income. We know that real estate investing is not fully passive, but mostly passive. So there's some passive income coming from that. Because otherwise, you're going to work for 20, 30 years. You're going to make a ton of money. And then when 30 years come, you don't have the same energy to deal with 20, 30, 40 transactions a year.
Right.
And you're up there in age. And all you have left is a good past of being a great agent, top selling agent in your team, but no money to show for it now.
Yeah.
So as agents, we have to be careful with that. We really have to plan our retirement. Again, no pension, no 401k, none of that. So we have to do that ourselves.
Yeah. And with getting into real estate, investing in real estate is going to be something that you understand, first of all. And that's, preaching to the choir here, but it's building generational wealth, right? So that's it, right? Right.
So, we're hoping that by having these conversations, just, for the two of us, and oftentimes we'll bring guests in our podcast, we can help other people at least see a different perspective and maybe a different direction. But our end goal is to always help all of our audience, whether our clients or other agent friends or people who are not even in this industry, just to shine a light when it comes to real estate for them. And I'm hoping that we get this feedback a lot from our clients and friends who watch our channel, but I'm hoping that we can continue to do that through what we do here.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you again for tuning in. We really appreciate you being here with us. And again, don't forget, click that like button for us, and we'll see you next time.